What's up, everybody? Welcome to Quantum Ascent. I have MOG coin, MOG, up on the screen, the one-day price chart. And going back, last time we talked was over here on June 6th. And at that time, we said, guys, 5-wave drop complete. Our key level up there at 121 to 133. So what we were looking for there at that point in time was we said, okay, we're expecting a retracement. What we don't want to happen is this thing to roll back over. So we're looking at 121. Here, let's go ahead. I'm going to show you what we were doing. At that point in time, draw a little thing out here, and we said, oh, our danger zone is going to be up here in that level on the retrace, right? What'd I say? 121 to 133. What did that hit? 124. Come on. Come on. Look at that. Right in this area. Just like I said. It's exactly where we went up to. We got rejected, and we rolled over one more time. Had this been something in my holding or something we were updating more than every 3 or 4 weeks, once we got up there, I would have said, yo, danger zone, be careful for a rollover. Sure enough, that's what we got. So let's talk about this structure then and what it would have printed. Is it looks like we had 5 waves down, you roll back up, and then in kind of like an A, B, C fashion, kind of hard to see, and this is only a one-day chart, but a B, and a C. And then on the way back down here, it looks like you had an A, a B, and a C. Let me change the color on that. We'll make that purple for a subwave. So what you would think just looking at this structure right now, and this thing now that we showed, I'm going to pull this down. What you would think this is printing is a a larger A, B, and C. So let me make that way thicker for you. So it looks like an ABC, right? Only problem is the C wave is not the same length, at least, of the A wave. The A wave about 48%. If this was a C wave, only at 45%, and the C wave can't be shorter, but the low looks in. So we know this structure, and it's less important, but it couldn't be an ABC. So we got to go back to the drawing board a little bit. I'm going to get rid of all these subwave counts. You guys don't need them. And what it's kind of going to look like here is here, let's see. You have a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5. And that's what our wave count is going to look like. If we did divide it up a little bit, you could argue that there's a crashing pattern in there. So we talk about this on the channel. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll make that orange, right? And then we say a lot of times here it'll roll back up into this 4th wave. Well, this rolled up like into the, close to that 1st wave there for the 4th. So a little bit deep, but you could still make the argument that this was the 6th wave. And I know I'm going fast, but it's for the sake of time. And then we know it has to come down one more time for a 7th to take it out, and that's the low. So a couple different ways to look at the count, but either way you look at it, that count is done. Done, done, done. And we came back and we tested this level really nicely here, which was a part of that 3rd wave. Most likely, let's see, if we're looking at this like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, make that green. We came down and tested that area right here on top of this 3rd wave. Very technically clean move. I know there's a lot going on the screen here. I say all that to say this. Oops, guys. Macro 1 and 2 are done. Macro 3 is on its way, and this thing is going to get moving. It already is. How far are we up off the floor? 60% off the floor going back to June 22nd. So 60% this week. I expect this to continue. Bitcoin right there. The altcoin. Guys, right around the corner. I'm just beating it. Beating the dead end, what's the line? I can't even say it right now. Beating the dead horse right now in every video, but we are right there. This thing's about to turn around and the fun's about to begin. So you guys could do me a favor if you could follow, like, repost. Been doing TA a long time, and I just want to help as many of you guys as I can. I released an ebook a couple weeks ago on building the perfect crypto portfolio. You can find that link in my X bio or in the body or description of this YouTube video. So thank you guys for watching. I got one more coming out tonight. I'll talk to you then.